Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the brand new Wild Gem exchanges and super packs dropping tomorrow here in NBA 2K26 Myteam. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's take a look at what these new cards are going to look like. So, two new pink diamonds in super packs again this week are Payton and Pascal Siakam. And then we also have pink diamond Pascal Gasol, diamond Isaiah Hartenstein, and amethyst Cedric Coward. Overall, I think this should be a decent little drop. We will see what we think. Hey, I think it's definitely got a chance at least to be a solid drop. We'll see what Hartenstein and Coward look like. Those are the two most interesting cards here. Pau Gasol is not a great pink diamond exchange card. I would expect him to be kind of cheap. At least I hope he's cheap. He should be a cheap, easy exchange. And if he is a very cheap, very easy exchange for a pink diamond, maybe some people will consider picking him up. But his jumper's not that great. I think there's a decent chance he's not really worth getting. So we'll take a look at Payton and Siakam first, since we can already look at what their stats and badges are going to look like for sure. Obviously, GP's one of the better point guards in the game at 6'4" with a 6'7" wingspan. The speed is elite. The shooting is very solid with an 89 3-ball. His jumper is good. They improved it last year, and I'm assuming it's the same as last year, so it'll be solid. D-book dribble style, hard and escape Tmrw behind the back. Honestly, besides D-book dribble style, I don't think his SIGs are actually that great. Physical finisher on off, dimer, lightning launch, strong handle, and a bunch of defense. Of course, defensively, he's awesome, but he is only 6'4", so you do have to keep that in mind that he's not a huge point guard. Jumper should be pretty good, though. And I mean, he's a solid enough slasher, should be a very good shooter, and then a great defensive point guard. Even at 6'4", as long as you put him in the right position to succeed, he will consistently get you stops. That being said, at 6'4", he's not tall enough to standing dunk, and he's just not huge in general. So he will, at times, have some issues in terms of recovering defensively and things of that nature. While I do think he'll be a fun card, I'm not fully convinced he's going to be an absolute beast. We'll see. We will see. I'm interested, if nothing else, to try out what this card looks like, but I don't think... Again, these Wild Gem cards are so rare because of these super packs. He's probably not going to be worth whatever price point he winds up being, considering how rare he will be. Siakam is a better version of his Diamond, which, to be fair, that card's free. They're the same. They're both power forward center. It's not like the pink Diamond can play small forward. And honestly, when you look at the stats, +2 3-ball, +2 speed, +3 agility, +2 interior perimeter, +5 steal and block, +2 post control, post hook, post fade, and +6 rebounding. Those aren't big enough stat boosts, in my opinion, to make a significant difference. 2 more Hall of Fame badges, the same amount of total badges, and the only change in badges is he's got 2 Hoffs that, so he's got Hoff set shot and Hoff rebound, which are good Hoffs, to be fair, but instead of being on gold. This card is pretty much going to play the exact same as his Diamond, and while I do think Diamond Siakam is a solid card, they're going to play exactly the same. Diamond Siakam is free, and I don't even use Diamond Siakam like on my permanent spent account anymore. He's not even on my team. Like, I don't think this pink Diamond's going to make a lot of people's teams. This is a card that, I mean, Payton's good, but too expensive. Siakam's fine, but he's not amazing. He's certainly not a guy that's going to be like, oh yeah, that Siakam card is definitely worth running. I don't think that's going to be the case at all. Now, Cedric Coward. I am really interested in Cedric Coward. I'm starting with him because he is the most interesting of the exchanges to me, honestly, because I actually could see a world in which this card is very good depending on what his animations look like. I know this is only a 71 overall gold, but he should be fast, pretty good defensively, and a great shooter, and okay athleticism-wise. He's only 6'5". I thought he was bigger than 6'5". That's a little underwhelming. Release is on quick, though, as a base card. That's fire. Pro dribble style, Jalen Brunson escape. That's not terrible. Tyrese behind the back isn't the worst either. His SIGs are actually going to be okay. Braun moving cross isn't bad. You know, this card could move pretty good. Is he actually 6'5"? Let me see. Cedric. I'm going to look at the ESPN listing because the ESPN profile is what seems like they've been going. Yeah, so still 6'5", though. Okay, so he is 6'5". He's not any bigger than that. I thought he was a little taller than that, honestly. Has had a decent rookie year so far. I could see this card being solid. I thought he was bigger than 6'5". That's the one thing that I will point out. I thought he was more like 6'7". Not that it kills the card. I actually expect his stats to be very, very solid and well-rounded for an Amethyst, but I don't know. That is a little bit of an issue, unfortunately. I don't think this card's going to be the best because of that lack of size. But still, jumper on quick, a little bit of movement, should be good defensively. I mean, he could be a solid option. For an Amethyst especially, I bet he'll be a nice budget option. There are a lot of good shooting guards, though. So, Hartenstein, Isaiah is, I mean, he has a 55 3-ball on his Sapphire. I would have to think, has Hartenstein gotten a good card in the past? Like, Isaiah Hartenstein doesn't really generally get that many good cards. Did he get I literally can't remember if he got a good card last year at all. I'm sure he got one. He got a glitched, oh, it was a glitched card. That doesn't even count. I don't count glitched cards. 24, he didn't. He wasn't even really relevant too much before that around the NBA, I wouldn't say. No offense to Hartenstein. He didn't really establish himself super well until probably 2K24. So, I mean, I would expect him to be good. 85 interior, 81 block, 84 strength on a Sapphire. Those are going to be in the 90s. He'll probably have close to 80 speed. I would think 70-something 3-ball. I have no idea what his jumper looks like. It's on slow. Never mind. His jumper's on slow. I have a feeling that means it's a bad jumper as well. I would not expect that to be good. Probably not going to be too good, unfortunately. Hartenstein is going to be a little underwhelming. You're probably better off getting Şengün, Ayton, Mitchell Robinson. Guys like that from the exchanges earlier on this season, actually. This is a pretty underwhelming drop now that I look at it, because I thought Coward was going to be a little better than he was. Thought that Hartenstein would be a little better than he is. And Powell will be a slightly worse version of this card, although he'll probably be pretty close to this, I would think. I wouldn't be surprised if he's very close to this card statistically. But the honest truth with Powell is his jumper's not that good either. So, and his also on slow. So it's like, he's just not that good. You know what I mean? Even if he does have these exact stats and badges, which I don't think he'll be quite that good, but he'll be close. He's still not that great because his jumper is super meh and he's not crazy fast, crazy athletic. Look, he's just not that great. This is, to be completely honest, a very underwhelming drop. Definitely not a great way to end off the season, considering we've had some really nice drops throughout the season on Tuesdays in terms of good exchange cards and stuff like that, and pretty good depth to the exchange cards as well, getting good amethysts, good diamonds. This is a disappointing drop. Cedric Coward should be solid, but the fact that the exchange card that I'm the most excited about is a 6'5" amethyst shooting guard is underwhelming, I have to say. Would have liked to see them finish off the season a little bit better. Will be really interesting to see what they decide to do with Tuesday content in Season 3. The SGA, Embiid, Scottie Pippen, KG, those exchanges all expire tomorrow. So I would think we'll probably see some sort of changes in Season 3 in terms of exchanges. I don't know if they'll kind of do it the same way that they did, though, or not. I am fascinated to see, nonetheless, what the plan is for 2K going into Season 3 with Tuesday content. Hopefully it's not just super packs. I thought this was better than Season 1 in terms of Tuesday content, but I still wouldn't say it was great. So we'll see what happens. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that 2K decides to do some stuff right here in Season 2. We'll see what happens, man. So I appreciate y'all for watching the video. I mean, in Season 3, I'm sorry. But I appreciate y'all for watching the video. I hope y'all did enjoy it, and hopefully we get better Tuesday content in Season 3. I hope y'all did enjoy it. I'll be back on more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.